What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're gonna be going through 4 types of deadlifts. So I'm gonna walk you through how to do conventional deadlifts, sumo deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, and stiff-leg deadlifts. I'm gonna be using the barbell. I know some people use dumbbells and a trap bar, but for today's video, I'm just gonna be walking you through how to do it with the barbell. So if you're new to deadlifts or want to get into deadlifts, this video will be good for you. I'm also learning to perfect my form myself. So if you see anything that you want to call me out on, that's fine. Or if you have any tips and tricks for me, you can comment them below. All right, so I also have some things that I think would be good for you to use if you're getting into deadlifts. So I'm just gonna show you. Lifting straps. So some people like to do like on the bar, a overhand grip, a mixed grip, or a strapped grip. So I'm gonna just quickly show you. You can just grab these from Amazon. These are the Gym Reapers ones. So you put them on like this over your hand, ensure that the long end goes over and between your index finger and your thumb. Another thing that would be good to have when you're getting more advanced, I wouldn't recommend this for beginners because you're gonna want to build your core strength first. But once you get more advanced, say you're deadlifting your body weight or heavier, you're gonna want a belt, a lifting belt. You can use one of these Velcro ones. So this is just to increase intra-abdominal pressure. So basically it helps you brace your core when you're lifting, so that prevents injury and helps you lift heavier as well. This one you put on by just looping around here. And just attaching it like this. And release it like this. And then we have this kind of belt, which is like a regular buckle belt. And you put this on. This is pretty straightforward. Just put it around, loop it through, ensure it's tight enough so that when you brace, you feel that pressure there. Buckle. All right, so I'm gonna get started. I recorded this across 2 days. So this is actually the 3rd day of recording. So if you see my outfit changes twice and then this one, that's why. So if possible today, I'm gonna record the session where I show you how to use a trap bar. If not, it's just gonna be with the barbell. All right, so let's get started. All right guys, so first up we have conventional deadlifts. So for this one, you're gonna wanna stand with your feet hip width apart and the barbell over your midfoot. Your toes can point straight ahead or slightly outwards, like a 10 to 15 degree angle. Grip the bar and then bend at your hips and knees, reaching down to grab the bar with your hands just outside your knees. You can use a mixed grip or a overhand grip, depending on what's comfortable for you. And also, you can use a strapped grip here. A strapped grip is going to be what I showed you earlier in the video, using those wrist straps. Pull your shoulders down and back, keeping your chest up and engaging your core. And then for the lift section, you're going to want to push through your heels and extend your hips and knees together, keeping the bar close to your shins. Okay, next up we have sumo deadlifts. For this, you're gonna wanna take a wider stance with your feet wider than shoulder width apart. Point your toes outward at about 30 to 45 degrees. Bend at your hips and knees to grip the bar inside your knees for this one. And then keep your chest upright, back neutral, and shoulders directly over the bar. Ensure that you keep your core engaged so that you can lift without rounding your back. Push through your heels and drive your knees outward as you stand up, keeping the bar close to your shin. Stand tall with your hips and knees fully extended, shoulders in line with your hips. Then reverse the motion by hinging at your hips and bending your knees, keeping control of the bar. Up we have the Romanian deadlifts. Now we're not new to these. I love to do these with the Smith machine. For this one, you're gonna want to stand with your feet hip width apart as well. Hold the bar with straight arms, gripping just outside your thighs. Keep a slight bend in your knees. This stays fixed throughout the lift completely. Then you're going to want to hinge your hips back as you lower the bar along your legs, keeping it close as possible to your body. Stop lowering the bar when you feel a stretch in your hamstrings, usually around mid-shin or just below your knees. Then you're going to want to return to the starting position by pushing your hips forward. Guys, so I also like to do RDLs on the Smith machine as it has some key advantages, especially if you're new to the movement or want to focus on muscle isolation. It's also safer for beginners thanks to the adjustable bar heights and the built-in safety stops, and also it reduces strain on your lower back and your grip. Next up, we have the Stiff-Leg Deadlift. Now for this one, you're going to want to also stand with your feet hip-width apart and the barbell position over your midfoot. Keep your toes straight ahead or pointing out, and at your hips, not knees, to reach down and grip the barbell with straight arms just outside your thighs. Lift the bar off the floor by driving your hips forward until you're standing upright. Your legs should be nearly straight with a very slight bend at the knees to prevent locking. Remember that for this movement, you're working your hamstrings and you're going to want to keep a straighter stance. Lower the bar by hinging your hip past your knees and towards the floor. Keep your legs as straight as possible while maintaining a neutral spine, and lower the bar until your hamstrings reach their stretch limit or the bar is just above the floor. Reverse the motion by driving your hips forward and returning to the upright position. Keep the bar close to your body throughout the movement. Next up, we have the B-Stance RDL. This is a single leg variation that helps correct imbalances while also targeting one hamstring and glute at a time. For this one, you're going to want to take a staggered stance with your front foot flat and your back foot on its toes. Place about 80 to 90% of your weight on your front leg. Lower the bar along your front leg, keeping your back leg only for balance. Stop when you feel a stretch in your hamstrings, then push through your front leg to return to standing. Some tips for this one is to focus on your front leg doing all the work. The back leg is just for stability. Keep the bar close to your front leg throughout the movement. The Smith machine is perfect for these as it helps with stabilization. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to do the Trap Bar Deadlift for conventional. I'm going to do it without the weight just so that I can keep my form good because I haven't tried this before. So the execution is pretty much just the same, but instead of doing an overhand grip, you're going to be gripping the bar to the side. So this is going to make it easier on your lower back for those of you that have back strain like myself. So toes pointing straight ahead or out slightly out depending on how your anatomy is or what's more comfortable for you. And it's going to be hip width apart just like with the barbell. Bend down, grip the bar, pull the slack out. Make sure your back keeps a neutral spine. You can look up in order to keep this up, down, again. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this video gave you some helpful tips for your workouts, and I hope you're more confident now about trying out different deadlift variations. If you're on your fitness journey like me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along for more motivation as I progress and learn along the way. Let me know in the comments if you're working on anything, and I'll see you in the next one.